Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Jay Corbitt of Team Sanctum, back at it again with another deck profile. And this time I decided to combine two of my favorite machine decks that have came out in Yu-Gi-Oh! The Gadget Deck and the Geargia deck to create the Gadget Geargias. And with some of the new stuff that came out in the Dark Side of the Dimensions, I decided to add them into this deck and put a little twist to it a little bit. So this deck is going to focus on a lot of special summoning of rank 4s with all the level 4s in here, sometimes level 3s and rank 3s, but that's if you get into a certain situation. And the idea is to set back row to protect those monsters as soon as you get them out. So let's get started, shall we? Alright, so first things first, run 3 Geargia Arsenal, obviously because you can special summon it from your hand if there is a Geargia monster out on the field. And then if this card is destroyed by battle, if this card is, well, not battle, but if this card just goes to the graveyard in general, you get to special summon out a monster. Hold up, wait, let me make sure. No, you get to add the target to your hand, which could be a lot better in your benefit. You get to add the target into your hand when this card is destroyed, well, goes to the graveyard. I run 3 Geargia armor. Obviously, you set it, you flip it, you add a Geargia monster into your hand. Great for setting up stuff, and great for having your opponent get baited into attacking it, because the 19 booty is really for real, and most cards that are played in decks sometimes cannot beat over 19, which is kind of crazy, unless you're like playing Blue Eyes and you special summon out huge ass monsters. I run 2 Geargia Arsenal. People run 3. I only run 2 because, like, I have to make room for the gadgets and for some of the other stuff that's going to help with the special summoning of the rank 4s. Now, a lot of people are probably going to be like, why am I not running this at 3? You can literally tribute it off, special summon a monster, do all this stuff. You can do, like, crazy plays with it. But it's, like, it's a card I see for myself as something I want to see, but something that I don't need. That's how I see it. That's usually my rule for certain cards when I run them at 2 or 1. It's a card that I want to see, but it's a card that I don't need. I run 3 Geargiano Mark IIs. This card is one of my favorite cards in the Geargia set because literally normal summon, special summon out a monster. And usually my go-to play with this card is normal summon him, special summon out the Mark III, and then special summon out the 1, and then overlay right into Geargia Gear XG Gigant. That's usually the play that I typically go for. I run Geargiano at 2. He's really good if you're able to summon him while you have another 4, and you have a 4 in the graveyard. You tribute him off. You get a 4 onto the field, and its effects are negated. And it has to be a Geargia monster, I believe. So, yep. Actually, no. It just has to be a level 4 machine type monster. So that's even better. So yeah, run him at 2. If you run them at 3, that's a personal preference for you, but running them at 2 works for me. And then I run 1 Geargiano Mark III because its effect, after reading its effects and taking a look into it, it seems as if that effect is very detrimental when the card is special summoned, you can special summon another Geargia type monster from your graveyard or from your hand, but its effects are negated. You can only special summon out Geargia monsters. That only works if you are playing a pure Geargia build, which this isn't, so that's why you will run this at 1. Now, we're going to move on to the gadget portion, or the other portion of the deck that's basically the engine. I run 2 gold gadgets, and I run 2 silver gadgets. Reason being, have to make room for the other level 4s that are going to be helping out with the special summoning in this deck. However, Gold Gadget and Silver Gadget basically have the same effect. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can special summon a level 4 machine type monster from your hand. And if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon out a gadget monster from your deck. And so, literally, the play would go, if you have this in defense, gets destroyed, you will special summon him out, and then you will special summon out, like, another monster, a level 4 monster from your hand. Since this isn't a pure gadget build, you can't go and special summon out all these gadgets and have stuff in your hand automatically. So, it's a really good way to set up like a defense, and it's a good way to set up your level 4, rank 4 spamming. I run 2 Kage Tokages because obviously normal summon, chain to the normal, upon the normal summon of the monster, you can special summon Kage Tokage. Then that's an automatic rank 4 right there, instantly, without even having to do much. And then finally, for the final machine monster that can special summon, I run 2 10 Goldfish. Literally, if you have gold, silver, this Kage Tokage, and another Geargia in hand, that's a level 4. Obviously, normal summon 10 Goldfish, affect the Kage Tokage, special summon itself, affect the 10 Goldfish goes off, special summon Gold Gadget, affect the Gold Gadget, special summon out Silver Gadget, affect the Silver Gadget, get to special summon out a Geargia level 4. You just put everything onto your entire field right there, and you can just overlay all those 4s into a strong rank 4, into like 2 strong rank 4s right there. So that's it for the other portion of the monster deck right there. That is a 22, I believe, 22 monster count. If I'm wrong, I mean, you can say it in the comments, but it's whatever. So we're going to move on to, well, actually it's not whatever because, well, forget it. We're going to move on to the spells. I'm babbling on. Run 2 MSTs, clears back row. 1 soul charge because special summons out monsters from your grave. Can literally special summon out all your monsters, overlay all of them, and then you can get any of your rank 4s that you need out, and then do all their crazy effects. Limiter removal for the OTK. Swords of Revealing Light for the stall game. Dark Hole, clear board. Instant Fusion, obviously for the Norden plays because this is a rank 4 spam deck, so you have to run it. And then finally, Regeki, clear board. That's it for the spell cards. We're going to move on to trap cards. Run Solemn Warning, pretty much kind of staple in this type of build. Now we're going to move on to the mirrors that I have. I run 2 mirror forces. Well, yeah, 2 mirror forces for the monsters that go, oh, attack, destroy them, and then, yeah, they're in the graveyard, but as long as they don't have any effects, my monsters are protected. And plus, this is a real huge annoyance. As much as people say this is a scrub card, it still works. Run 1 Drowning Mirror Force. This just makes your opponent cry because your opponent declares Drowning Mirror Force, shuffle all your monsters back into their deck. Storming, if they have any Synchros or XZ monsters out, goes back to the extra deck. Or if they have a monster that they special summon out or normal summon, they're swinging for game, they go back into his hand, he has to set it all up again. Usually sometimes works. I wouldn't say always, but usually. Bottomless Trap Hole, obviously staple. I run 2 XZ Reborns because obviously we're going to be XZ summoning a lot, so we're going to be seeing our rank 4s a lot more than we're going to be seeing a lot more of our rank 4s than we need to because obviously they're really important. And then finally, I run 2 Geargia gear because obviously at the end phase, activate Geargia gear, get 2 Geargianos onto the field that are level 4. Next turn, overlay them into Gigant, and you just make plays. So that's it for the monster card. Well, not monster card, but for the trap cards. We're going to move on now to the extra deck. And we'll start off first with, obviously, Norden, because of its effect. When this card is summoned, you can special summon out a level 4 monster at the end phase. It is destroyed. Obviously, you're going to overlay automatically this card if you instant fusion that. Well, actually, no. The monster card that gets special summoned is not... Oh, it's negated. Sorry. That was my mistake. The monster that gets special summoned by Norden has its effects negated. So literally it's just a rank 4 fodder. Alright, that's it for the only fusion monster in this deck. Now we're going to move on to the rank 3s. Run Grand Pulse to basically another MST of sorts to clear board. I run Wind Up Zen Mind for the stall game, just in case if someone wants to go and attack me. I run 2 Geargia Gear Gigant XGs because this plus 2 other Gigants on the field equals detach all 3 to make sure that your monsters don't get destroyed or no effects go off. Really works. So that's it for the rank 3s. We're going to move on now to the bread and butter of the extra deck, the rank 4s. Obviously, Silent Honor Castell, Utopia into Lightning, run Cowboy, Dark Rebellion, Digusto Emerald. Now, this card is going to be really important in this deck because once you use all your materials and they're in the graveyard, the only monsters that could really come out of the graveyard easily is pretty much the Geargias. So you would use this possibly on your gadgets and your other monsters that you have in the deck. Run 2 Geargias because obviously this is a machine deck. That's a rank 4 spam deck. And then finally, Utopic Future. And I'm going to just say this right now. A lot of people have been telling me, like, back and forth, and I'm going to bring this up right now just to clarify this. If this card gets Book of Moon, it does not get destroyed. You want to know why? Because there's no mistiming, there's no anything. This card has the same effect as Marshmallow, as Lunalight Cat Dancer, as any of those other cards. Does not get destroyed. I think people just want to find a way to get rid of this card because this card is annoying. So, if you have 2 Geargians on the field, overlay them into him. Literally, you have 2 materials on it. This card is literally just a wall for you, unless your opponent finds a way to tribute it or make your monster waste its material by trying to destroy it and whatnot. It's really good. So, that's it for the rank for this rank 4 spam deck. Like, comment, and subscribe to Team Sanctum. Follow us. Well, not follow us, but like our page on Facebook called Team Sanctum. We'll be sure to give you more updated deck profiles here soon. And there will be more live duels that are going to be coming up. This is Jay Corbitt of Team Sanctum, signing out.